Thank you, everyone, for making the time to come today to learn about the newest wave of technology and how it's revolutionizing our lives. First, before we get started, can I get a show of hands to anyone that fears AI is coming for our jobs? All right, we got one person. Well, we're definitely going to get to that. But first, I think that we should start with the beginning. All right, two people. In 1935, a man named Alan Turing had this idea, an idea that computers would have access to limitless data and be able to write their own data. How would he be able to determine this? They would use the Turing test. The Turing test would be used to measure machines' ability to exhibit intelligent behavior. Any machine that exhibits intelligent behavior would be considered a Turing machine. All modern computers are Turing machines. His vision is not just a theory, but it's shaping our lives today. With access to smarter tools and faster computing, people have been excelling with the use of AI. It automates time-consuming tasks like data entry and scheduling, leaving jobs suited for humans like problem-solving and creativity. It's used in medicine, education, and customer service by analyzing faster and more efficiently with more efficient workflows. Obviously, not all things are positive coming from this new wave of technology. It comes with its own negatives from the rapid growth. One challenge is the rapid spread of misinformation from AI sources. This happens because AI gives really confident responses. This confidence often leads people to believe that the information is true. But what not everybody knows is that AI hallucinates. It's weird to think that a computer can hallucinate, but what that means is that whenever it doesn't have all the data that it needs to compute what it wants to, it will create and fabricate information that's not rooted in the real world. It lacks nuance to be able to problem solve like people can. That being said, it's definitely not ending the job market as it is today, but transforming jobs and creating more balanced opportunities. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development says that the current job outlook shows that labor is not slowing down. What's happening is about three things to our jobs. One, there's a reduction in repetitive tasks, so people can stop doing those things and focus on more human-centric activities like creativity, problem solving, and strength-based things. It also creates jobs to be able to maintain these machines and create these systems. The third thing that it does is actually quite interesting. So, with skilled white-collar jobs, the increase in productivity leads to an increased workload. So that means it creates more jobs in the skilled labor market for white-collar employees. What does this mean? This means that with more access to more rudimentary tasks being done and automated, they are able to use this to be able to be more productive in their work, and business will boom. So, that means that AI is definitely a tool for progress and not a replacement. That being said, does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
What is the Turing test? What is
So-
it? How does it work?
The Turing test, that's a great question. The Turing test is where somebody will look at a computer generated response and they'll also be shown a human response. They're going to see if they can determine the difference between the computer generated response and the human response. If they can't tell the difference between the two, that means that it has artificial intelligence.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any questions?
I do. So, have there been any studies that show that a business can, in fact, be more profitable without having to, like you said, lay off employees or replace employees with AI, because my understanding is that it can actually help and enhance the workforce, because with a more profitable business creates more opportunities for more growth, and it just snowballs upon itself. What's your opinion of that?
That's a great question. So, a company can avoid layoffs by allowing AI to work with their employees, by the AI being more of a coworker than a replacement for the employees. So, you can use AI for more monotonous tasks and to analyze data quicker and to compute data quicker. You can use AI, your employees can be trained to use AI and adapt to have more problem solving skills and that have increased emotional intelligence and develop creativity. They're going to have to also develop their digital skills to be able to work with these AI tools, to be able to keep the employees that you have and multiply your production. Does that answer your question?
Awesome, thanks. Yep,
Of
awesome,
course.
thank you.
My pleasure. So, as you've heard today, AI is not replacing humanity, but redefining what it means to be human. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I really appreciate it.